Chopra and you're watching Channel Y.
The biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.
It's Ramona Singh here at the Toronto International Film Festival. This is the 47th year here in downtown Toronto. Y Media is the official media partner for TIFF 2022. It's so exciting to be here. This is the comeback year. Even though Y Media is always here every year, making sure that we have the coverage on the ground with all the celebrities that show up and all the musical performances and the greatest films. This year, there's 200 feature films, 50 shorts, and you don't want to miss a beat as Y Media is doing the coverage minute by minute on all our platforms when it comes to MIDWEEK Newspaper, Radio Y 91.9 FM, Channel Y, Y Media Plus, and you want to also tune into SouthAsianDaily.com and YMediaPlus.com.
South Asian Canadian channel.
Hi, this is Priyanka Chopra and you're watching Channel Y.
The biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.
Hello and welcome to TIFF 2022 coverage. I'm Ramona Singh and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Toronto International Film Festival. That's returned to Toronto from 8th to the 18th of September for its 47th edition, the 11 days of the International Film Festival with Canadian cinema as well as international cinema, with special events featuring some of the biggest names in the film industry. And of course, when it comes to TIFF's industry conferences, offering diverse and innovative perspectives on the art and the business of film. Y Media is the official media partner and will bring you the latest coverage from the stars on the red carpet to bring you the latest feature films and world premieres. Well, I want to take you through some of the greatest films that we covered on the red carpet, and starting with Kache Limbu. It's set in Mumbai with director Shubham Yogi, featuring Debut follows a pair of siblings, a brother and a sister, who find themselves on the competing cricket teams as they struggle to balance familial loyalties with the pursuit of their passion. The lead is Radhika Madan, who has previously worked in TV and films like English Medium with Irfan Khan and TIFF 2018's official selection, The Man Who Feels No Pain, Mard Ko Dard Nahi Hota. Well, of course, we are on the red carpet. Take a look.
Hi guys, I'm Shubi. Welcome to Y Media. We're here live at the red carpet at TIFF 2022. Day 4 is in full swing. We just did the interviews for the cast for Kache Limbu. We had Radhika Madan. We had director Shubham Yogi. We had Ayush Mehra as well. Please stay tuned to all Y Media platforms to get exclusive coverage of TIFF 2022 as we're the official media partners this year. Please stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one. Congratulate you on the movie, right? So I wanted to know, what is this movie about? What is it what was your vision with this movie? What were you going for?
We're still hoping that people will watch it and find out that it's okay to grow up not knowing what you want to do.
Okay.
And that's really just what it's about. It's about two siblings who are trying to find themselves and while trying to fight whatever they've been told to do.
Okay. And as a director, I know from day one when you got this project, you probably had a vision for this.
Yeah.
Was your vision fulfilled? That's my question.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
I could not have asked for better producing partners or for better cast to collaborate with.
Okay.
Not like I did everything the way I wanted to.
Okay. And while you were going through this movie, while you were working with your colleagues, were there any challenges that you faced?
COVID. This is a pandemic movie, and we started and stopped a few times. But beyond that, absolutely nothing really.
Okay. Okay. No, great.
Hi, I'm Shubham Yogi, and you're watching Channel Y.
First of all, congratulations on the movie.
Thank you so much.
And I wanted to ask you, this movie, what is it about? What is your role in this movie? And how did you like throughout the production? How was it?
So this film is about a sibling rivalry, and it's a very family film, and I happen to be in the middle of their rivalry. So I'm like it's based on cricket a little. So I happen to be in his team, but because I like her, I move into her team. So I'm playing her love interest, and that's how my role is in the film. And I'm an underdog, and I want to prove myself. So that's how I form a team with her, so that it's a place where I get to show my talent and I come out of his shadow because he's a very good player in the team. So yeah.
Okay. And while you were this role, right? This role, did you have any challenges with the role?
Oh, of course, there were many challenges. Like, you know, since it's a cricket film, there's a lot of cricket we had to play, and we would shoot nights. And, you know, in a day we used to burn like around 4,000 calories while playing cricket, and it used to be really, really difficult because, you know, getting a shot is like if you have to hit a six, sometimes you have to hit a six and sometimes it doesn't go. So it just feels like, oh my god, when is it gonna go? So it was tiring, very physically tiring, I would say. This whole shoot was very physically tiring. But the rest of it was very good because I like playing cricket, so it just felt like, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Nice. Hi guys, this is Ayush Mehra and you're watching Y Media.
So the core of the film is about brother and sister and their love, like, for each other. So like there are times when you know, don't agree with a certain things what your sister does, or like vice versa. But at the end of the day, you never stop loving them. And the thing with me is like I have a sister in real life. So for me to get this feeling right, like I always knew what this feeling is. To, you know, have a sister who you love and who you can share everything with, and at the same time, you know, you're that like brother who cares and wants to be, you know, wants to keep her safe or whatever. So yeah, I could totally relate to my character. Not with my parents, like the parents angle in all my films have been different. With Udaan, I've had like a very strict father, and here also like the father is not in sync with it. But then yeah, the brother-sister relationship is beautiful.
Okay, and Ayush was telling me about the daily training on the cricket grounds.
Yeah, that was tough.
Was it like so? Like, what did they make you do? Like, did you have to do like physical? Like, you'd have to like do gym workouts and stuff, and then like to stay physically fit for the movie as well, or was it like straight on the ground?
So when we started like working with the film, like the basic preparation, I think we started with a lot of cricket training, and my character in the film has to be like a phenomenal cricketer. So, and I'm not a good cricketer, like I've never played cricket much. So for me, you know, just to get the stance right, because I didn't want to look on screen and see, you know, I could have done it better, or this stance is not correct. So for me to get the stance right was the biggest challenge. But then yeah, I think the gym workout eventually what I started really helped me get into this like, you know, the like a little cricketer physique. So which really helped, I think.
Okay, and like, of course you said that you never liked cricket before, you never played it before. Did this movie burn a little fire inside you that I want to start playing more cricket?
No. In fact, I started like this movie brought out a lot more respect from my side for all the cricketers. Because, you know, like when you're watching a game, you just see and you're like, it's very easy to hit a shot. But when we were actually doing it, it's not easy. You don't even see the ball. So like, you know, for me, I have a lot more respect for cricketers now. Hi guys, my name is Rajat Barmecha and you're watching me on Y Media.
Sure. So it is a coming of age story for Aditi with a sibling drama, and the reason I chose this role was because in India especially, like more than 90% of the women, they don't get the luxury to decide what they want in their lives. It's already decided for them. Their dreams are decided by other people, and somewhere deep inside you seek their validation. So that is something that I found really, really relatable, and that made me sign the film right away.
Okay. And while you were doing, because I know the first day you heard about the story, you were probably excited about it, right? So like, you probably created a vision in your head, like, okay, you know what, this is what this movie is gonna be like. Did it match the expectations?
Oh, it surpassed my expectations like how.
Oh, wow.
And that credit goes to my director, because my thinking or my vision is very limited, but how he sees the film, it has taken to where it is right now. So the credit actually goes to him. He's a beautiful, the most talented director, and I'm just really happy for him as well. I am happy for myself, but I'm really, really, really happy for him because he works with so much of heart.
Okay. And Ayush and them were mentioning that there was a lot of sports because of the cricket aspect.
Correct.
Did you ever pick up the bat and, you know, give it a go as well?
Of course, I trained for 3 hours every day for 2-3 months, and it actually took me back to my childhood because I grew up playing gully cricket a lot. A lot. Like, we used to have our own set of rules, and so it was actually very nostalgic to pick that bat up again after 15 years. but I was surprised to see how naturally it came to me.
Yeah, and as you like stopped kind of playing cricket
Correct.
as you were growing up,
Correct.
right? So like now, is there a little fire that you want to go out and play a little
Oh,
bit more?
whenever I'm free, whenever I get free time, I play with my friends. That's not a
lovely.
problem. I love it. I love it. Cricket is staple for us. Hi, I'm Radhika Madan, and you're watching Y Media.
Interview with the cast members of Kache Limbu by our very own Y Media team. Now, when it comes to another film called What's Love Got to Do With It, it's a delightful rom-com that takes a clever look at how cultures intermingle in modern Britain. The story gives room to South Asian families who carry on the tradition of their home countries while also confronting a Western gaze that seeks to exploit those customs. This is a cast including Lily James, Shahzad Latif, Emma Thompson, and in Shekhar Kapoor's smart romantic comedy follows a filmmaker who decides to document her best friend's journey towards arranged marriage. Take a look.
Hi, this is Yala Kanpal. Today we are in Toronto. We are covering TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival. We have so many celebrities for you, so many interviews, so much coverage. Keep watching Channel Y for all the details.
It's been an amazing experience to work on a script like this. It's stunning, and I just love working with these actors because we created a whole circle of love between all the actors, and then all of them brought their own selves to it. So it's been a really, really amazing experience.
Can you tell us what inspires you about this story?
Well, I was told it's a rom-com, and I said, I don't do rom-coms. But then I looked at it and I realized that there was something far deeper. And my job was to go down deeper and discover that depth. Because you know what? All of drama, when there's something funny, drama actually is provoked by something funny in there. So it's amazing. Yeah.
How was your experience while shooting with Shabana Azmi?
With
Shabana Azmi?
Oh, I did my first film with Shabana. And it was like old friends coming together again and rediscovering it. And as we got older, rediscovering that actually nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It's still the same passion for the art exists in her and in me.
I play Zoe, who's a documentary filmmaker living in London. She's super ambitious, quite unlucky in love, and ends up making this documentary about her best friend who lives next door, who's having a traditional arranged marriage, and she's sort of filming his journey into love.
How was your experience shooting with all the South Asian actors?
Incredible. It's been such a privilege. Shahzad Latif, who's not here tonight, is one of my greatest, oldest friends. I've known him for over 10 years. He's like a brother. I'm so heartbroken he's not here tonight to celebrate the film. But to tell this story with him and with all of the cast, I mean, to work with Shabana, she's just a queen. And Sajal and everyone, it's just, I'm so honored. And we became like a real family shooting it. It was really a beautiful...
With It is a film that I'm very proud of because the message that the film gives about love and intimacy and warmth is something that in today's world of strife, it's something that we need. We need to celebrate love. And the important thing about it is, although it speaks about different cultures, it says that, cultures need to be understood in terms of themselves rather than as value systems from the west to the east, because the world is shrinking and becoming a global village.
Can you tell us about your role in the movie?
I play Aisha, the matriarch of the family, to whom her family and her children are very, very important, as contrasting to her neighbor, Emma Thompson, who lives a very lonely life. She has one daughter who doesn't live with her and a husband who's divorced her, and they are friends. And it's about a woman who is the matriarch, but she has a golden heart. And I'm working with Shekhar Kapoor after so long after Masoom that I really enjoyed it. And working with Emma Thompson was brilliant. It's a lovely script.
Any message to South Asian community here in Canada?
To the South Asian community in Canada, I want to say, let's celebrate ourselves, because like I said, the world is shrinking and becoming a global village, and we need to be confident about our cultures and share it, as I noticed that it is. I've noticed that the Bhangra is such a big thing here, and there's such a huge South Asian community. So we are here to spread the message of love.
I play Mo the matchmaker. I'm very close to the lens. It's like up my nose hole or something. It's all right. And it's a very funny role. It's kind of like a hustler kind of character, getting everyone together. It's just very funny. And like I said, I'm in the trailer a lot, not in the film that much, but that's fine because I did what I could with the role. Which lens am I looking at? This one or this one? Oh, that one. Yeah, so Mo the matchmaker.
So can you tell me how was your experience while shooting this movie?
It was amazing, you know. Like I said, it was more of a cameo role for me. So I came in and Jemima slid in my DMs and was like, "Can you be in this film, please?" And I did it, and it was very, very fun.
The next feature film is Joyland, which is rumored to have an Oscar nomination, perhaps an Academy Award nomination. It's about a Pakistani family that confronts the emotional intimacy and social expectations when their son begins performing with a trans dancer in Saeem Sadiq's staggering debut, featuring winner of the Uncertain Regard Jury Prize and the Cure Palm at the Cannes Film Festival. Although Pakistan recognizes fundamental trans rights in a landmark bill that passed in 2018, well, despite this, the community still faces rampant discrimination in a country where the current clashes with the customs of tradition. By tackling the taboos of sexuality and desire within a family, Joyland intimately captures the many contradictions of modern Pakistan. And the next feature film is The Sons. The Son is a drama film directed by Academy Award-winning writer-director Florian Zeller's follow-up to Zeller's 2018 stage play Le Fils, and acts as a prequel to Zeller's The Father. Well, Peter, in this case Hugh Jackman, and Beth, played by Vanessa Kirby, are euphoric after the birth of their first child. Their little family is about to unexpectedly expand, however, with the arrival of Nicholas, played by Zen McGrath, Peter's adolescent son from his previous marriage to Kate, played by Laura Dern. Well, Nicholas suffers from a severe depression, which manifests in uncontrollable tears, withdrawal from social activities, and worse. It has become too painful for Kate, who has run out of options, and hopes that Nicholas' interest in his new siblings will lift his spirits and prevent him from tumbling headlong back into despair. Now, this powerhouse cast, which also includes Anthony Hopkins, played by Peter's hard-hearted family patriarch, who also won his second Oscar for his work in The Father. Take a look of us on the red carpet. The next feature film we have is The Fablemans. It's Steven Spielberg's most personal film yet, based on a master director's childhood passion for movie making and the family dynamics that found his way into his work. Steven Spielberg comes to the festival for the first time with his most personal film yet. The Fableman finds the director reflecting on the experiences that made him the filmmaker he is today and who we know and love, and it's a story based on his childhood in Arizona. Casting is Michelle Williams, Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, and so much more. Take a look.
Of course. Yeah, I play a character who was the film is based on Steven Spielberg's life growing up as a young man, and I play a character that he referred to as his uncle, but was actually just a very close family friend, who kind of becomes embroiled in some of the family drama, but ultimately is a very important character in Steven's life. And yeah, and I don't know how much I can say about the plot yet.
How was your experience while shooting the movie?
It was a very beautiful experience, and it felt like a real honor to help Steven Spielberg bring this movie to life and be a part of it, and help, you know, be a player in it, you know, and he seemed to be having a very emotional experience, and to be a part of that was, yeah, it was very unique, I would say.
Sure, I play Bert Fableman, which is based on Steven Spielberg's father, Arnold. It's a story about a kid discovering his dreams just as he's discovering that his family is falling apart.
So how was your experience while shooting the movie?
Beautiful, complicated, intense, profound, fun, hard, joyful, all of it.
I played Steven Spielberg's middle sister, and I loved my role because she wasn't the kind of girl who always wore dresses. She would wear almost like Steven's hand-me-down. She'd wear shorts and shirts, and it was at a time where all the girls wore dresses, and there were normal families, and Steven's family was not always normal. And I loved being able to kind of like discover new things about him. And
what time is it?
How was your experience while shooting the movie?
Oh my God, I walked to set every day smiling. I was happy. I think the happiest I've ever been was when I was filming on set. And obviously there were days where I had to start sobbing, right? But I was still happy, and I would read the script, and I would be ecstatic to go film, even if I had to scream at somebody or fight with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how was your experience being here at TIFF this year?
Oh my God, it's so great. We came to the hotel, and there were these macaroons that were sitting on the table, and I said, we have to buy those, right? And they said, no, they're complimentary. And I said, what? They're complimentary? And there were these huge rooms that I'd never gone to something like that, and being here on the red carpet and talking to everybody, it's great. I've never done anything like it.
Y Media is the official media partner of this year's Toronto International Film Festival. If you want to know which celebrities are going to walk on the red carpet, which films are being launched, which big South Asian films are being released, stay tuned to all of Y Media's platform. MIDWEEK Newspaper, Channel Y, Y Media Plus, Radio Y, FM 91.9, SouthAsianDaily.com, YMediaPlus.com, and you can call 416-475-5000 for more information. And you were going over TIFF 2022, and our next feature film is Baby Ruby. It's about playwright Bess Wool's feature debut in about a tightly scripted world of a vlogger and an influencer whose life unravels after she becomes a mother. Jo, played by Naomi Marland, is a young lifestyle influencer with a kind of renovated home, the handsome husband, Game of Thrones Kit Harington, and picture-perfect aspirational nursery that makes her followers envy of her. Typically in a control of herself and everyone in her radius, well, Jo prepares for the arrival of her baby, Ruby, by planning her own flawless baby shower and vlogging every step along the way. Well, soon, however, the chaos of postpartum recovery and the new motherhood throws Jo's routine and relationships into disarray. And we were on the red carpet covering all of that. And my personal favorite is Sydney. Well, this is a world premiere of Sydney at TIFF. It's a documentary portrait of the late, great Sidney Poitier, his films, his story, the litany of accomplishments as an artist and an activist who forever changed what it means to be Black in America. Sidney Poitier is one of the most gifted and charismatic actors the cinema has known. In his documentary, Sidney Poitier's own words provide the narration telling the story of a boy born to tomato farmers in the Bahamas. Moving to the United States at the age of 15, he quickly learns the brutal realities of the Jim Crow era, but also finds his passion for acting. Director Reginald Hudlin from The House Party, Boomerang, and Marshall provides a rich mix of archive footage, contemporary interviews from the late and cultural critic Greg Tate to Halle Berry, Denzel Washington, Spike Lee, and Oprah Winfrey, who also is the producer of the film. I was there. Take a look at Oprah, who opens the film, and the impact Sidney Poitier had on her life.
Mother on welfare, I'm babysitting for my half-brother and sister, and I see him win the Academy Award, and it changed what I believe was possible for my life, seeing that Black man win an Oscar in 1964. I've loved him my whole life. There's nobody on earth that I've ever known, heard, read, talked about, interviewed that I have more respect and admiration for. And so when I was called by Reginald Hudlin and asked to be a part of producing this film in his honor, I had to say yes. You know, in every part of your being, a lot of times you're like, should I? I don't know if I should or should. But every part of my being said yes. And I am so pleased that we were allowed to be here at the Toronto International Film Festival, and that you are the first audience, not just to see the film, but you're the first audience that will be able to pay tribute to his life since his passing. So tonight it is a memorial celebration because it's the first time that his daughters and family have gathered in his name since his passing. It's the first time we were all together today since his passing. And the opportunity to speak not only his name, but to share his story was what Reginald Hudlin and our team
of Y Media. We're going to give you all the latest highlights of TIFF right here on Channel Y, Y+, SouthAsianDaily.com, and Y.Media.